Greetings everyone and welcome back to another episode of Rag Plays Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last we left off, we had finished up in the Hunter's Lodge and moved on to the Zerka offices where we had received some bad news about Mission's brother. It seems that Griff has been either killed or captured in a raid by the Sand People on the Zerka Corporation's mining operations here, and it's unclear whether he is still alive, whether he was killed outright. For mission's sake, we're going to have to try and rescue him. We just have to hope that we don't fight our way all the way into the Enclave just to be met by tragedy. I think it would be a terrible blow for Mission after losing both her homeworld and then her brother. He doesn't even want to. Mac doesn't even want to think about this. So he's got to try. That's one of his main priorities. We're also faced with an alien who, Aduros, who had requested us to try and find a peaceful solution to stop the Sand People raids, whereas the Zerka Corporation mining rep wanted us to end it with violence. Mac is still unsure about how he's going to have to play this. It's going to depend on the Sand People. It depends entirely on the Sand People, on whether they chose the path of violence in regards to Griff, or whether they chose to merely take him a captive. He definitely will not have any sympathy for them if he finds that Griff has come to harm. So that remains to be seen. Anyway, before I forget, now that we have that hunting license, I was about to traipse off towards the swoop registration building, but let's go and get that raid plate sold so that we can pay Sharina her money that she needs to help her family. See what Faza is willing to give us for it. Faza. Hello again, always a pleasure. What brings you back to Faza's? I have something to sell you. So I see. That's the biggest desert raid skull plate I've seen in a season. Whoever got that was a skilled hunter. I'll give a premium price on that one. I have a buyer that put in a special request. Does 500 credits sound fair? Yes, that will do nicely. I thought it would. Do you have anything else to sell? Do you have anything for sale or for trade? I might have something. Wouldn't be much of a lodge if I couldn't keep the hunters stocked. So he has a shop as well, with advanced medpacks, antidote kits, and medpacks. He's got Gamorrean battle axes, the only other place you can buy them in the game, and the place that was chosen to put these in with my item mod. That's not proper grammar, but you get the idea. I put these here because it's the only place that really fit them, because, you know, the lodge has some Gamorreans in it. They might need replacement axes. It kind of makes sense. We have Jurgen Kalta's Carbine, which is a unique item. Damage energy, 4 to 11. Damage bonus physical, +2. Range is 25 meters. Critical threat, 19 to 20 times 2. Attack modifier of +3. The Zabrak mercenary, Jurgen Kalta, commissioned this rifle, a weapon he liked to think of as amusingly destructive. We have a regular old blaster carbine here. Damage energy 1 to 8. Range 25 meters. Critical threat, 19 to 20 times 2. I think these are the same as a regular blaster rifle, but I'm not entirely sure. Created initially by Gungus X Weapons, blaster carbine rifles have become very popular in recent years and helped by falling prices due to competition from other companies. We've got ion rifles, I think we've seen those before. A sonic rifle, more powerful than a pistol. The sonic rifle fires a blast of sound that causes a great deal of sensory overload in addition to damage, disorienting the victim. We have blaster rifles, which of course we've read about before. We have an armor reinforcement, likewise. We're going to be buying that because it's an upgrade. And we have a scope. We're going to buy that as well. So that's Faza's taken care of. I don't believe we have anything else that we need to sell him, so let's close out of that. Credits received, 500. Items lost. Let's go and give Sharina her money. What was that journal entry first, though? You have convinced the woman outside, right, nothing has changed. Yet it said we had a journal entry. I do not understand. I do not understand these things. Never mind. Let's just give Sharina the good news. Let's just give Sharina the good news.
You're back. Please, have you sold the plate I gave you? My children and I are counting on the credits.
Yes, I've sold the plate.
You have? Did Faza give you a good price? How much did you get for us?
He paid 200 more than you thought. Here.
700 credits. Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Good luck, Sharina. Hope you find a new world and a new life. Journal entry added. Credits lost 700. Experience points received 250, and light side points gained. He genuinely felt sorry for this woman, and 200 credits doesn't mean a whole lot to him when he just won tons of games of Pazak, you know, with his Force skills. He's paying his good fortune forward, even though fortune can't really be paid forward. But he does his best where he can, and he also pleased Bastila, so that's even better in his mind. He got something out of it too, I guess. So, what was that journal entry, though? The completed quests, middleman. You have paid the woman outside Faza's lodge for the raid plate, offering more than she was asking. She was extremely grateful for your kindness. Aw, feel good. Feel good ending. Let's move on. Towards Swoop Racing, where we're going to make all that money back and more. This whole episode's probably going to be dedicated to Swoop Racing. Let's go ahead in. Right, lots of people in here to talk to, jeez. We got Yukaril, Garm Tordril, Nico Senvi, a Swoop Groupie, a Swoop Racer, Zoris Bafka. Well, let's start with the groupie first. Start with the people
I
who
love
probably
watching the
won't have
races.
anything to say.
Nothing much else to do.
Yeah. Oh, you, sir.
Yeah, I'm not good enough to be ranked yet. More trial runs, I guess.
Yep. I know where you were. I was there once, too. Is this chest, by chance, openable? No. Alright, who would I talk to next? I'm thinking this guy is probably the most amateur out of them all. Hi there, are you waiting for a shot on the track? Me too. There's lots of racers coming through here now. You swoop jocks like me don't get much respect. Just takes practice, I guess. It's amazing that I managed to remember he was the most amateur out of all of these guys. It has been many years since I played this game. I have a few things I wanted to ask. Can you spare a moment? Oh, sure, but I don't know much besides the track. You even interested in the Swoop track? I want to ask about you in racing. Heck, nobody's ever interested in me. I'm the new guy. Garm Totril, pleased to meet you. Is this the best place for racing? Ha, you're kidding, right? Every racer would rather be someplace else, but this is it for most of us. Terrace blowing up has messed up the Swoop Circuit. People are just looking for somewhere to keep their skills sharp. It sounds weird, doesn't it? Worrying about racing when all those people died. Nothing we can do. Why have racers come here? Motta pays for timekeeping and official records. You can race anywhere, but here, if you do good, it actually matters. That's why I stick around. No work, no future, but Tatooine at least has this. It's my shot. Maybe. How long you been at this? Not that long, just this season. I'm getting better. Still too cautious. Good thing I have some pros to learn from. What do you want to learn? How they keep their nerves steady. Bike maintenance, you know, all of it. I'm not as good as some, but I try. What can you tell me about the other racers? You should ask them yourself. I don't feel right speaking for the pros. I'm the new guy to them. It's not my place to talk. I'd be nervous even talking about Nico. He's young like me, but he's practically a prodigy. What makes you say that? Everyone thinks he's the next star of the pro circuit. If he signs with a promoter, Motta is really pushing him. Now, what do you think about that? I hear that the deal is pretty bad, but I'd take it in a second. I don't have Nico's skill, though. Let's go back to my first question. Sure, I don't think I'll be getting much track time anyway. I'm looking for something. Do you know who knows this planet best? Anyone but us swoop racers, really. We can show you the track, but anything else, we've got no clue. You could check with the Zerk office. They like to think they know everything. Well, I have to leave. Goodbye. Race hard. Watch out for rocks. Thanks. You too. Good luck to you. KotOR. Guess you're next up. What do you want? You here for money? I'll pay the Hutt what I owe as soon as the circuit is back on its feet. No, wait, you don't look like a collector. You're just some kid. Go on, I don't have time for you. I have a few things I wanted to ask. Can you spare a moment? If I say no, you'll probably hound me to death. Fine, what do you want? I want to ask about you and racing. Not much useful you'll get out of me. KotOR is on the way down. I can't match the young riders. Is this the best place for racing? I'd better hope so. It's the last stop for me. If I can't get some decent times going, I may as well not leave. I wish I could use the destruction of Terrace as an excuse, but I doubt I would have ever made it back there. Why have racers come here? Old guys like me can't make it on the good tracks, and the new racers come here to try and knock us down even further. I'm still trying to have one last good run, but it just isn't happening. How long have you been at this? Too many years. I've raced on almost every track, and all I've got to show for it is an aging bike. No good memories? That seems such a waste. I've got a few trophies stashed, but they don't pay the bills. Yep, I should have quit after this Coruscant Classic. Can you tell me about the other racers? Bunch of babies, all of them. Well, except for Zorlis. She's got the goods like I never had. Good for her, I guess. If I have to say something good about the new racers, it would be that Nico kid. He's got a future. Makes you say that? He doesn't fear the track. You get old, you start to worry about failing. He just lets it all come to him. What do you think about that? Some promoter will use him up, and he'll end up in debt like me. It's already happening, I bet. Let's go back to my other questions. I suppose, make it quick. I'm looking for something who knows this planet best. I don't know, go ask some locals. I want to know as little about this Dust Bowl as possible. I gotta go. Thank you. Yeah, good riddance. Well, you're very rude. Guess Zorlis is next. Yes, is there anything you wish? I have a moment or two while others post their times. Is this a racing matter? Perhaps you're interested in taking up the sport. I just wanted to ask a few questions if you have the time. I'm not so preoccupied with the track that I can't spare a few minutes. Go ahead. I wanted to ask about you and racing. My name is Zoras Bavko. I suppose I am one of the more experienced racers here. What do you want me to answer? Is this the best place for racing? Perhaps not, but it will do for now. Professional racers like myself travel wherever the purses are highest. It's no secret that one of the most popular tracks was lost with Terrace. Other promoters will need time to organize. In the meantime, we will race at the smaller venues. This is almost a recreational stop for me. Is this track so small? If this track is so small, why bother? You lose skills if you don't use them. I could race on any open road, but competition gives me the push to get better. Besides, if my presence lends little prestige to the track, maybe we'll get some new racers out of it. How long have you been at this? A few years, but I raced under a different name when I was young. My early career was not very spectacular. Why did you change your racing name?
It
It wasn't that big of a deal. I made the jump from one league to another and wanted to shed some baggage. Don't waste much thought on it. It was purely a personal matter that has no bearing on today. What can you tell me about the other racers? There are some promising newcomers here. Garb tries hard, and I wish him well, but Nico is the one to watch. It's invigorating to watch him discover his skills. I hope he manages to remember why he took up the sport. Makes you say that. The race is not just about speed. It is a business, and we are the product. He must market himself very carefully. Why do you say that? It is a necessary side to the sport. You must make someone money, or there would be no circuit. Back to my first question. If you wish, I don't mind answering. I'm looking for something. Who knows this planet best? I must confess that I haven't had much time to learn about this planet. Talk of terrorists seem more important. Some of the hunters at Faz's Lodge seem like they would know more than I would, but that wouldn't take much. Well, I have to leave. Goodbye. Thanks for answering my questions. Racer's luck be with you. Fair enough. Let's have a chat with Nico, I guess, since he's the talk of the town. Nico.
Go on, leave me alone. I've got stuff to worry about.
Anything I could help you with? What's bugging you?
Racer stuff. Nothing you'd understand. Don't mean to be rude, but it's kind of secret.
Well, I raced on Terrace. I might understand.
Ha! Sure. Race your bike out of that explosion? Everyone knows that the whole planet is gone. Nobody got out. I'm not in the mood for jokes, thanks. I've got things to think about. You wouldn't know anything about it. Deal with that Hutt Motta and you'll understand. Until then, I just don't want to talk about it.
Alright, fair enough.
Go on, leave me alone.
Else?
I've got stuff to worry about.
I just have some questions.
I don't feel like answering. I wouldn't be much help to you anyway. I just race. Don't know about anything else. Deal with that Hutt Motta and you will understand.
Alright, fair
Until
enough.
then, I just don't want to talk about it.
Sure. I want a quick save before dealing with Motta, I think. Never did talk with the track coordinator over there, but I suppose I can do that after talking to Motta. Let's save and overwrite this. And make sure I'm recording. Yep. Motta. Who are you? Nobody. What do you want, huh? Handouts? Go dig a mine, fool. You'll show me some respect, worm. What's that? A spine? Well now, that sets you above most of the scrub hags I meet in a day. Let's have a look at you. Just a human, nothing really special. You race? Maybe own a swoop? I raced on Terrace. I won the season opener there. You and 12 other liars. Planet blows up, race records are lost. Now everyone is a champion.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Oh, now you're a champion and travel with a Jedi. Does the story get bigger with every telling?
Nobody here can compare with the racers you rode against on Terrace. You'll wipe every record from the books this backwater track.
Ooh, mission with the smack talk. Okay, enough of this funny stuff. You think you're a racer? You'll be one. You have your own bike? I have my own bike stored on my ship. You got a bike? Then you can race. I don't care about experience, as long as you can get out on the track. And if you crash and burn, that's your problem. I just need warm bodies to pad the roster between pros. There is the matter of a small track maintenance fee. 100 credits. Why not drop the fee? No racers means no crowds. Well, I suppose you're right. But I'm not dropping it the whole amount. 50 credits, that's it. I don't need to pay the fee. You don't really need to pay the fee. It's just a formality. I'll let you use the track for practice and set up your first official records right away. Just ask when you want to start, and there's some business I need help with. If you're serious about pro racing, What sort of business do you need help with? I make money off of signing good racers. Good ones, not great ones. I want them young and stupid. I've got one, Nico sent me. Great potential. He started racing a year ago and loves it. He lives for it now.
And? Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
What I want is simple. I want Nico to sign a contract with me. I want you to convince him. I'll pay well. Why won't he sign? The deal basically says that I fund his bike and repairs, but in return I take a hefty cut of his winnings.
That isn't fair! On Terrace you had to give a cut to the Swoop Gang sponsoring you, but at least the rider got the higher share of the winnings.
He knows it's harsh, but he can't afford to go pro on his own, and he doesn't want to give up racing. I've got him where I want him. I just need you to give him a little push in the right direction. A big shove. He's not gonna do that. Let's go back to some basic questions about Nico. What I want is simple. I want Nico to sign a contract with me, and I want you to convince him. I'll pay well. Why would he listen to me? He doesn't trust me. Actually, none of them do. I'm the promoter. I do it for the money. They all just want the glory. You're a swoop jock like him. You're new, but if you win enough, he'll respect you. I'm counting on it. And if he doesn't, make him choose correctly. You look like you can scare some sense into him. Yeah, I don't think so, pal. I think you should give him a better deal. You're not gonna pull that typical swoop jockey attitude, are you? This is business, and I know what's best. What do you care whether I make money off the kid or not? He wants to race, and you'll get paid. We all win. You want to give him a better deal. Of course. You could just give him a better deal. Did I say that? Wait, I guess it does make sense. His times have suffered since I made the offer. I mean, swoop jocks are moody. They feel bad. They don't win. Alright, I'll give him a better deal. And make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. I trust this is the last I will have to hear about this matter. Was there anything else? I want to talk about the rewards for racing. I set up a quick 3-tier system so people know where they stand. I pay for the first time to each tier. First time to reach each tier. I pay for the first time to reach each tier. Words, they're very hard to speak sometimes. Explain what the different tiers are. Tier 1 here is strictly amateurs. Might get a good race out of them now and then, but they aren't going anywhere. Reach Tier 2 and you'll show promise. You're still fodder for the pros, but you're pretty good. Tier 3, only one of my local guys is in that range, Nico. Good chance to go pro, if he knows what's good for him. What does each tier pay? Tier 1 is 10 racing bonds. Tier 2, I pay 30 racing bonds. Tier 3, I give 80 racing bonds. You'll agree, the amount is fair. I pay each level only once, and I'm not here to support you. I only pay to encourage constant improvement. What are racing bonds? Racing bonds are monetary notes I issue so vendors know who my friends are. Any merchant will buy them. Each bond is worth 60 credits, give or take. It depends on the merchant. Are there any pro racers here? There aren't a lot of pro racers anywhere with terrorists gone. I'm going to try and build up one or two of them of my own. But I suppose there are a couple of pros here. Some has-been and never were types, that sort of thing. Zora's Bafka is the best of the lot, outside my local champ Nico. Most racers in her league never stop here. Go back to my other questions. Hurry up, I don't have it all day. Give me the basics on how to race. The track crosses the dunes of Tatooine. You will race against times set by the other racers. There will be no other swoops on the track. Your bike likely has the standard 5 gears to shift through. As your speed increases, watch the indicators in the lower left to know when to shift. Shift at the wrong time, and your swoop will accelerate poorly or slow down. Shift at the correct time, you'll optimize your performance. You can also steer over swoop boosters placed along the route. These will increase your speed substantially for a short time. Are there any hazards on the track? There are obstacles that you must watch for. Steering over rocks won't damage your bike, but it will slow you down. Alright, just set me up with a race. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, I'll be back later. Alright, but don't make me regret giving you track access. I need racers that race. Journal entry added, experience points received. We got a journal entry here. Dead settler. Excuse me? Oh no, that's completed quests. Active quests. Signing Nico. You have convinced Motta to give Nico a better contract that will benefit both of them in the long term. Nico wants to express his thanks to you. Right. Tatooine Swoop Racing. You've signed up for the swoop races on Tatooine. Motta the Hutt runs the races, and will keep track of your times. Alright, well, we are going to do this because it's extra money to be made. But I am going to save before I do that, because we had quite a long conversation with Motta the Hutt. And, yeah. We'll overwrite this save. And then we'll also quick save. Ah, it's you again. So this is about racing or business? One or the other. I got no time for anything else. Let's talk about swoop racing. Yes, you'll be wanting to race. I'm sure you'll give the swoop fans a good show. Just set me up with a race. Certainly. We just need to clear the positioning fee. All racers pay the same before each officially timed race. 100 credits. That bastard! I already paid a maintenance fee. This fee is due before each race. How else am I supposed to sponsor the prize money at the level I do? I need to see some returns. I'm investing in my riders, but I also need to see a profit now. You'll agree with my logic. If you don't race. Will you renegotiate on the price? I don't feel that I need to. The price is reasonable. I'll put on a good show. You'll make your money back. Fine. I will extend this discount to you, if only to close your mouth. I'll have your bike moved into position. But I warn you, I have people to make sure I don't give too many favors. You won't get this discount again. You go against Garam Totru this time in the first tier. He's a local boy new to the sport. The time to beat is 23:90. Swoop Racing fans, we have an official race about to commence. Make some noise for this new contender. I have to concentrate pretty hard on this, folks. I've already fucked up. I think I beat him anyway, though. That's great. That was close, though. Didn't do so well on that one. I missed a couple of spots, but I did win. Yeah! Passed the first tier, and I've earned 10 racing bonds. Not a bad show for a beginner. You beat Garm's time easily. Take this with my thanks. We'll see if you can do any better in tier 2. Alright, I'll be back later. Alright, but don't make me regret giving you track access. I need racers that race. Journal entry added, items received. So those items are the racing bonds. Let's see if we can find them somewhere in our inventory here. So we've got our scope and our mesh underlay race bonds. Issued by Motta the Hutt, these bonds are honored throughout the galaxy. Each digital certificate can usually be redeemed for around 60 credits, simply by selling them to any merchant or at any store. The best prices for these, if you guys are going to go sell them, if you're playing this game ever in the future, sell them at Yavin. You get the best prices there, merely because of that discount that that he gives you, I think. We also have a journal entry. You have won the first tier of races on Tatooine. Fantastic. Now comes the hard part, the very, very hard part. We have to beat I believe 2 more tiers, so one of them is going to be Yuka over there, and then the next one is like Zorus and Nico. So this will be a little tough. Also, I forgot to talk to this swoop coordinator here. Well, another swoop drop. Come to give the track a try. It's just a 20 credit timing fee for recreational runs. I'd like to try an officially timed race. I'll have to go to Motta the Hutt for that. He keeps track of all official standings at this track. There's money in it too. He pays riders for good times to encourage competition. Why is there a fee? Motta pays for timing unofficial runs, but rec runs are staffed by volunteers. They deserve a little something. Besides, paying for runs keeps usage down. That way we don't crowd the pros off the track. That makes sense, actually. No thanks, goodbye. Alright, anything else you want? Step up. Anyone else want to step up? Can I hear what the track records are? We keep tabs on all active racers. Certainly we have information on you, KotOR, Goril, and Zorus Bafka. Nico has withdrawn for the time being. What do you have on me? Your best time is 23:22. Your first time was 23:22, and the last time we have for you is 23:22. Alright, what do you have on Yuka? Goril's best time is currently 23:29, so we actually kicked his ass too in the process. Alright, what about Garm? He made short work of his time of 23:90. What do you have on Zorus? She's the current track leader with a time of 22:51. Well then, we can surely do that. Let's go back to my other questions. Just don't keep me too long. Other racers might want to have a run on the track. Do you want to race? No thanks, goodbye. Alright, anyone else want to step up? Fair enough. Let's save the game though, now that we've spoken to him. Actually, you know what? I'll see if Garm has anything to say about us beating his time. Wow, you're pretty good. I mean, I'm just a swoop kid starting out, but you blew past my time easy. I have to leave. Goodbye. Race hard, watch out for rocks. And you, sir, will probably be your time too. You new racers only want 2 things from old pros: money and advice. My advice? Leave me alone. Fair enough. I have to leave. Goodbye. Yeah, good riddance. Enough. Now we save. Motta. It's you again. So is this about racing or business? One or the other. I've got no time for anything else. Talk about swoop racing. Yes, if you wanting to race, I'm sure you give the swoop fans a good show. Set me up with a race. Certainly, we just need to clear up the positioning fee. All racers pay the same before each officially timed race, 100 credits. Will you negotiate on the price? I've already given you a free race. Don't anger me further by insulting the reasonable nature of my prices. Pay or don't race. Alright, fine. We'll pay the 100 credits. We should be able to make back the funds in these race balls anyway. Fine, fine. We'll have your bike brought to the starting position. Let's see what level of race we should give you. Well, you made it past the first tier, so let's try the second. Yukaril is the current leader, and the time to beat is 23:29. Attention, a second tier race is about to begin. Show your support for this up-and-comer. Here we go, concentration time. That's going to cost us right there. Not as much as I thought. Yeah! Take that and stuff. Squeaky chair is squeaky. Passed the second tier and have earned 30 racing bonds. I'm beginning to think it was a mistake to sign you up. I suppose you'll be up against my local pro attractions. Tier 3 next. You've already ruined Yukaril. Well, that doesn't sound good. I'll be back later, though. Alright, but don't make me regret giving you track access. I need racers that race. We've got another journal entry and items received. Tatooine, you've won the second tier of races on Tatooine. We will not save yet because we need to talk to Yuka. Rub it in his big hammerhead face. Oh, it's you. You buried my best time on the track. What, are you trying to take money out of my pocket? Nah, I'm just... Yeah, good riddance. Amazing the number of people you can shake down on this planet if you're dark-sided. Anyway, I'm not gonna do that because I'm not evil. I'm just cheap. Motta. Ah, it's you again. This is about racing or business, one or the other. I don't got time for nothing else. Let's talk about swoop racing. As if you're wanting to race, I'm sure you'll give the swoop fans a good show. Set me up with a race. Certainly we need to clear up the positioning fee. All racers must pay the same before each officially timed race. 100 credits. Haven't I already dealt with this fee? Fee is due before each race. How else am I supposed to sponsor the prize money at the level I do? I need to see some returns. I'm investing in my riders, but I also need to see some profit. Don't agree with my logic. If you don't, you don't race. Yeah, sure, I'll pay it. Fine, fine. We'll have your bike brought to the starting position. Let's see what level of race we should give you. The time you put up against... It's time to put you up against Tier 3. Let's see how you do against Zoris Bafka, Pro. The time to beat is 22:51. Holy shit, it's gonna be hard. Attention, Motta the Hutt presents the cream of the swooping race, a Tier 3 match. Let this almost champion know what you expect. Once again, concentration time. Me. I always miss that one, I think. That one is just a write-off if you don't miss one. I think we beat her. I think we might have beat her. I'm not sure. That was not a win. I'm gonna have to do better than that. I'll be back later. Alright, here we go again. Shift for some damn reason. Yeah, we did it! Holy crap! It's It's a big payout for you. You shattered my track record and took Tier 3. 80 racing bonds was the deal. That's the last I'll be giving you, I hope. You're too fast for most of my racers. Alright, let's talk about the business with Nico. Oh no, I'm not talking to you about that anymore. I agree to strange things when you're around, that's for sure. Nico's got the best deal I've ever given, no lie. Now leave so I can figure out how to still make money off of this. Alright, fair enough. Just set me up with a race. Maybe you have one more for me? Maybe? Perhaps? Sorry now, I can't do that. You've won all 3 tiers. I'm not putting you in any more officially timed ones. I don't want my racers getting discouraged, and I don't have much interest in signing you. I think you'd be difficult. Fair enough. Anyway, if you want to do any recreational races just for practice, go talk to the track coordinator. He'll set you up. Well, thanks, Motta. I appreciate that. I'll be back later. Go then, but don't hog the track with rec runs. I need my bros to keep their skills up. You depress them. Journal entry added. Items received. Our journal entry was probably completed quests. Tatooine Swoop Racing. You are now champion of the Swoop track on Tatooine, having won all 3 official tiers. Time tiers. Neat. And we still have Nico to resolve, so why don't we go and have a talk with him. And actually, how many credits did we swoop bonds did we get from that? Geez, 99 of them plus 21, so 120. That's gonna 60 apiece. 60 times 120. Oh, math is so hard. That's about what, 6,000 credits? No. Yeah, something like that. 60 times 120. It's like it's quite a lot of money. That's good. I appreciate that. Anyway. Nothing else for us to do here but talk to Nico, I think. Let's talk to Zoris first. The track is yours today, I see. Well done beating my time. The sport needs people that give the crowd a spectacle. I have to leave. Goodbye. Racers, luck be with you. Nico, where you at?
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Motta. Always room for more, I guess. Nice job beating my times, too. I guess my heart isn't in the racing. Contracts are distracting stuff.
I wouldn't count yourself out yet. I talked to Motta about you.
I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting...
I convinced Motta to give you a better contract.
You did? I don't believe it. I mean, I do, but I sure wasn't expecting it. I appreciate it, I really do. Now I can take my bike to the big races. There's not much of a circuit right now, but I'll be ready when it recovers.
When do you think you'll be leaving?
Hard to tell. I'll get some more runs here first. I need the practice. I have to top your time.
Well, good luck with that, pal. Goodbye.
Thanks again. I meant it.
No problem. Journal entry added, experience points received. That would have been completed quests. Signing Nico. Nico has expressed thanks for securing him a better deal with Motta.
Well, I have to thank you, you know. I don't know how you did it. I really don't.
Yeah, no problem. I didn't want to ask you about swoop racing, but oh well. Track coordinator, I just want to see the record time, see if our thing will be eaten anytime soon. You want to take an official run around the track, an unofficial run around the track, you beat everyone I know, but it's going to keep your skills sharp. 20 credits. And here with the track records are. Tabs on all active racers. We currently have information about you, Garm, Yuka, Soros. Nico has withdrawn for the time being. Alright, what do you have on Garm? He was 2390, we beat him. What about Yuka? 2329, we beat him. And Zoris? 2251, which you have beaten. What was my time? 2250. We beat her by 1 second. Actually, no, like one fraction of a second, a tenth of a second. Holy crap. That's insane. We got super lucky there, jeez. Let's go back to my other questions. I'll be seeing you.
Baba
Alright.
Hassan-shan.
Anyone else want to step up? No. That's about it. I think that's going to be about it for this episode as well, guys. I thank you so much for tuning in on this one. I know we didn't get a whole lot of like story stuff done, but we did make quite a bit of moolah, which we have not converted yet, but we will do so. Probably as soon as we leave Tatooine, we'll be heading to, well, back to Yavin 4 for a quick stop off to trigger a quest there, as well as sell these racing bonds for a tidy profit, and then we can start playing with the money a bit more once I feel, you know, once we're up to 20k or something. I should do the math on that before I go. So I'm just going to pause the recording here, and I'll get you a number, unless you guys have done it already with your calculators, but math isn't much good for me. I'll be right back, though. Alright, folks, if I'm understanding this correctly, at 120 racing bonds at 60 credits apiece, we should be looking at a tidy sum of 7,200 additional credits, at minimum, when we hit Yavin. Thanks so much for watching, guys, again, and man, I can't wait for that payout. I'll see you next time.